Hello there. My name is Claus, and I serve as the director of the College of Extraordinary Experiences. And besides that, I'm a coach at McKinsey & Company. I want to share with you 3 tips on in-person events. Number 1, in the end, everything is about logistics. And what I mean by that is that it's very nice to sit down, whether you're planning a music festival or a huge immersive museum experience, or maybe just a corporate offsite get-together. And you have plans and you have strategies and you have all these beautiful things you want to happen, these beautiful things you want people to experience, these wonderful outcomes and these amazing kind of networking effects. In the end, it's really easy to forget that when you have 50 people in one room and they need to get to the other, they all need to go through the same door. When somebody needs food, somebody else needs to prepare that food. It doesn't just appear by magic. It doesn't get placed on the buffet tables by magic. It doesn't get cleaned up by magic. And it sure as hell doesn't get bought by magic. In the end, everything is about logistics. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is production value is not everything. It's very easy. It's very easy to get caught up in making things just right, having just the right set of speakers, just the right screen, just the right cutlery for your expensive sponsor dinner. If you do your job well, if you have a strong core of your experience, then it's okay that your production value isn't brilliant. It's okay. It's nice if it is. I'm not saying you should have bad production value. I love Disney. I love Disneyland. They know what production value is, but I'm saying that good production value is not going to save you if your core experience suffers, and it is so easy to spend all of your money, all of your time, all of your resources on production value instead of what matters to your event. And tip number 3, this is a quote from my friend Bjarke Pedersen, a Danish experience designer, and I've quoted him many times over the years, and I will do so again here. Everything is a designable surface. That means whether it's the bathrooms at your event, whether it's the coffee breaks, whether it's the sleeping places, whether it's the invitations, whether it's the chairs, the lighting, the food, everything is a designable surface. When you look at what you're doing, usually we only design within certain parameters. We design the agenda, we design the people who are coming, the curation, we design the food, we design the time slots. We rarely look at the ceiling or look at the breaks or look at the social rules. Everything is a designable surface. Now, that was my 2 minutes and 50. And to all of you out there, keep making amazing events. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Robert Dunsmore. I'm a freelance creative director, and the purpose of this little ditty today is to hit you with 3 in-person design superpowers. Think of it maybe like a classic design experience cocktail, if you will. And we all know that every cocktail needs a base. So 1, the base is be an ideas factory. Ideas are more important than ever. They're needed more than ever. There is more competition, more congestion around events, and audiences need to see the value in your event. And for that, you'll need ideas. Ideas are a context as well. A context precedes and follows a message or an experience. And so this is a superpower. You need context design to design a contextual narrative that makes sense of your event. It'll make it easier for people to understand. The other thing you need with ideas is us. Ideas come from us. They come from our brain. The brain is a muscle. Train it. Game your brain, train your game, aim your brain. You're going to need lots of ideas if you want to be an ideas factory. The second ingredient in our cocktail is the science of knowing and the art of delivery. Now, the science of context means knowing your audience, and that means listening to them. It's their event after all. The science of behavior is where you join your audience. They join your event, but you join their behavior. That behavior drives belonging, and that belonging drives community. Community builds your event. The art of delivery is the art of connection. It's a superpower if you can design experiences that touch your audience and your audience can touch back. Be the science of knowing, be the art of delivery. The third sweetener in our cocktail is be the one who adds the one new thing. Every event that you ever have done has been before, and so you have to add something new to the experience to reboot the experience, and that's what people are going to remember. So add one new thing every time. Add purpose with style. The purpose is the reason your event exists. It's the reason people use you. The style is the art of the delivery, how you deliver it. Jean-Paul Sartre said that complexity can be reduced to simplicity with the use of style. So deliver with style. Your purpose is your style. And then finally, add surprise and delight. Give your audience something they didn't even know they needed. It's your final superpower, and you're an ideas factory. So be an ideas factory, be the science of knowing and the art of delivery, be the one who adds one new thing. I've been Robert Dunsmore. This has been the Experience Design Summit, and I thank you.
Hi, everyone. Greg Bogue, Maritz Global Events. I think we can all agree that the past 18 months have had a dramatic impact on the way we gather. And boy, is that an understatement. So how do we go forward, and how do we design in-person events and accommodate the needs of our guests, considering the impact the last 18 months have had on us? Well, here at Maritz Global Events, we take a human-centered, science-based approach and really think that there are three principles from human science that really give us insight into what we need to do to return to in-person events. Those three things are transparency, autonomy, and purpose. Now, transparency is really all about allowing people to see the behind the curtain work, greater transparency in our communications and all the work we're doing to provide comfort and safety for our guests. This can really help in creating that real sense of safety, but also a perceived sense of safety. Now, the hotels really have this dialed in. They're cleaning common areas during the day, providing visual cues to their guests that, hey, we got you covered. Now, how could we use operational transparency to create a greater guest experience in our in-person events? The next principle that we really think is important is this idea of autonomy. Now, we've all known for a long time and have used the idea of choice and providing choice to our guests, often too much choice, but that's a whole nother topic for a later time. Autonomy is really about providing guests that sense of control. Let's face it, over the last 18 months, we've all lost control and we're all feeling it. The last thing we need to do is attend an event with a really rigid schedule. Autonomy, let's allow people the opportunity to create their own experience. Start a little later in the morning. Give options. Those type of things give that sense of control back to the guest. Give people the time to review, reflect, and respond to the content that they're collecting at the event. Autonomy is powerful. How can we use it to create a better guest experience? Now, the last one, probably my favorite, is this idea of purpose. The core idea here is to elevate the why of your event. Really, why are we gathering? Haven't we proven that we can do all this digitally now? Well, to combat this, you really need to elevate your purpose. Create participation, not just passive listening. Ask yourself, what can we accomplish only when we're together? And begin doing those things. Consider creating something of value together. Solve problems, address challenges. Together, create artifacts that elevate and magnify your purpose. Purpose is a powerful driver of community, and we need community now more than ever. As Simon Sinek says, find your why. So there they are, transparency, autonomy, and purpose. Thanks a lot.